Hi everybody, Cruising with Cam here and welcome to today's reaction. I'm super excited. It's a requested video to react to Amy's Crypt, trapped in America's 3 most haunted hospitals for 72 hours. I'm so excited, I can't wait to react to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this video because they have absolutely fabulous videos. Absolutely 100%. They're just really, really good videos. So we'll get started in a moment. Yeah, we'll get started in just a moment. Alright, let's go.
This is the Fairfield County Infirmary, known as a poor farm. It was a place for the less fortunate, a place for those without a home, and where people were admitted for physical or mental health issues. It held those with disabilities who were sick, too old to care for themselves, or even children who were orphaned. The first wooden structure to provide this care was erected in Lancaster, Ohio in 1828, but was eventually replaced with a brick building in 1840. Many passed through the infirmary, with some spending their whole lives here, and plenty passed away within the building. Mix the death, trauma and mistreatment of being housed in this building, and you have a recipe for hauntings.
I've been with the building now 2 years and I've done numerous investigations. I actually just investigated with a team last Thursday, and we were hearing footsteps, voices. I've had a loud metallic bang happen while giving a flashlight tour. I've been touched. We've heard a growl, which usually the growl comes from a guy named Nuisance. If he didn't get 5 pounds of beef at every meal, he would growl at the staff. We hear footsteps, we've heard voices, we've seen shadows.
Okay, that's good to
explain some of the
know.
stuff away. Other than that, it's just been shadow play. A lot of shadow play happens within the building. So that's why we feel it's very haunted. We also have a natural spring that's running right underneath the building. So we attribute some of that to the haunting as well. Pretty much this entire building, there's no real hot spot. It's the entire building has the same activity. A couple of them that we do know is possibly Jane Householder. She was a woman who died here by being engulfed into flames. A fire had happened and it kicked back on her dress, and she ended up passing away here after 9 hours of dealing with the pain. A couple other people have said that there's a boy named Willie. They say he usually is here on the 2nd floor and sometimes up on the 3rd floor.
Tonight, we will investigate numerous areas of this building known to be haunted. The lower levels where the former morgue sits, the hallways and rooms where unfortunate souls once lived, including a jail-like cell where those to misbehave would be locked, and of course the building's attic, which is sometimes referred to as the dungeon, as people are often chained to the walls here as punishment.
It is time to start the walkthrough. This place is eerie. I've got 2 cameras rolling just because I've heard so much happens here. A lot of it is visual as well. People see shadow figures, people see apparitions. Even just earlier up on the 2nd floor, Jared thought he saw something. We did a walkthrough for my patrons and YouTube members. It wasn't like a person though, was it, Jared?
No, it was sort of like a animal or something, like a little fur baby, like a little cat or something, like on the floor. There was nothing there, so that was in the corner of my eye, so that was weird.
I have no idea if there are animal ghosts here. It is curious that you would see something like that. It's odd, but there are so many odd things that happen here. So let's just roll Ghost Tube. I'm going to walk you through just 2 levels of this place, guys, and then Jared and I are going to split up and take the other 2 levels. Which are the scariest places, Jared? I'm actually like, maybe I don't want to do that, but maybe I do.
Well, she was saying before she's going to send me into the basement, and that freaks me out a bit because down there is where the morgue is. So yeah, I'm petrified. It wouldn't be the first morgue I've gone into, but they're never pleasant.
Did you just make a noise or something?
No.
I thought I heard something. Footsteps apparently super common, and that's what I'm listening out for tonight.
Is this an original hospital bed?
This is, yes.
Wow. So this was a hospital? Is that what an infirmary is?
It was a hospital, but it was also what they called a poor farm. So literally this was where people who had physical or mental disabilities were sent, people who were homeless, people who had addiction issues, people who were orphaned, people who were elderly. It was kind of just the people who fell through the cracks of society were sent here a lot of the times. It's
a long time ago.
It was a long time ago now. This place is...
Stop.
I am going to say something that I'm just thinking in my head, okay? One of the main ghost stories here, right, is there was a lot of mistreatment. There was a superintendent here who kind of oversaw the place and wasn't the nicest fella. And it's speculated that...
So this has been a requested video. I just absolutely love Amy's Crypts videos. I could watch them all the time. And I'm super excited to see what else happens in this. I really am. Just cannot wait. And yeah, we're just going to hope for the best, really. That's what we're going to hope for. Hope for the best, see what happens.
That he's still here today. Like his spirit lingers, right? And he's keeping all of the other spirits in line and does not like them to talk, does not like them to communicate with the investigators.
Superintendent Hummel, he was not a very nice superintendent, so we feel like he tries to still wrangle the spirits in and keep them in his charge, so.
Yeah, it's sort of weird. So it's like a long time ago, it was like someone was trying to communicate with us and then someone else came in and was like, stop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, could that have been the superintendent maybe?
So if there is somebody here, or there's lots of you here, my name's Amy and this is Jared. We have good intentions. We come here with the greatest of respect and we would love to talk to anybody. If there is somebody here stopping you from talking to us, screw that. Like, come and talk to us. Don't let anyone boss you around. Don't let them tell you what to do. I don't think that's very fair.
They're not in charge of you anymore. So you can come out and talk to us.
Is there anybody home?
Are there like child spirits here too? Because there's like a teddy bear just here. And I swear I saw some toys earlier today as well.
There are said to be children here, yes. As I mentioned, like a lot of children came here as orphans. Quite sad. Some people live their whole lives here. They died here, you know. They definitely have activity that is childlike. A little girl has been seen here. Some people claim her name to be Susie, but they do have some rooms specifically set up for children that are said to be very, very active.
Now, those rooms were actually set up as like day room areas, but we set it up as a kids' room so that the children's spirits here could have a place to play. And that can actually get particularly active, especially that hallway. A lot of footsteps, noises. I've had REM pods drain in that hallway. I had a laser grid, one of the GS2 laser grids, just go nuts because of the proximity sensor that's inside of it. So that hallway is very, very active.
Oh my god.
So you're saying, are there kids here? This is one of the kids' rooms. There are so many dolls in here.
Yeah, these dolls are sort of creepy.
And I love that enormous one right near you.
What, this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one looks like it's got a wig like the captains in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's random.
And this one here sort of looks like she's from like Sister Act or something. Our guide today was saying that this doll got shipped here from one of the other venues that the ghost tour company that operates this place runs because it was causing some trouble. Yeah.
Young.
Young. Young, we're in the kids' room.
Yes. Yeah.
That was very relevant.
Hello,
Yep.
there's somebody here. My name's Amy, this is Jared, and we've come here to play with you tonight.
It's cool.
How old are you? Can you tell us how old you are?
Oh, that's a
believe
creepy
that just
photo.
said young, and we're in the kids' room.
Literally, yeah.
I was told, guys, that this didn't used to be a kids' room. They've set it up as a kids' room now for the child spirits that are said to be here to hang out. But yeah, that's really crazy.
I think it's so nice that they gave the child spirits here a place that they can come. You know, this is for them. All the toys.
Did you just get a magnetic spike?
Yeah, hang on.
Hallway.
No! Yes! Let me try and replicate the magnetic spike. It did not go off again. Okay, so you want us in the hallway. You've got us in the hallway. I did hear a tap down there, thank you. Can you make a louder noise for us? Could be the other hallway where we were going. We were about to walk into the men's section.
Well, yeah, I mean, this place has so many hallways. There's like one there, one down here. Which hallway?
Go into the men's area. Again, a lot of shadows have been seen down here.
Upstairs on the 3rd floor, that whole hall can be extremely active with shadow play, especially when you're standing beside the jail cell and looking down the hall. You can see it just dart in and out from each room.
It's really got a smell down here, like...
Guilt. What do you harbor guilt over? My name's Amy, this is Jared.
So were these like cells and...
I just want to see, I wanted to say something really quickly. I absolutely love paranormal videos. I could react to them all day because I love my paranormal. I'm into paranormal because it is fascinating to me.
These were not cells.
They weren't? Did I just answer my question?
Yeah.
What the hell is with this thing tonight? This is pretty good.
Bribed. Guilt, bribed.
Not.
These were more rooms where people would live rather than cells, but there were cells here, and I will be taking you, I think it's the next floor up, maybe we go straight there to the cell. I want to show you guys that because it's so uncanny that you are asking if these were cells and it says not, but there is a room that is specifically a cell. It's so eerie how there's just old pieces of medical equipment like a walker or a wheelchair just laying around. Anyone around that wants to come out and say hi? My name's Jared. My name's Amy, this guy's Jared.
Hair.
My hair or his hair? You can play with it, either one of the hairs. I don't know if people get their hair touched in here, but... You want to play with my hair? It's okay. Actually, we're in the men's wing, so...
A bit creepy.
Yeah, not you.
So guys, this is just hallway after hallway.
Man! Maybe want your hair.
You were like, my hair or his hair? And then it just said,
Man.
man. That is... Okay, no. I'm not going in that men's ward anymore. I think that now is my new least favourite spot, if you know what I mean.
The men want to play with Jared's hair.
Oh, that's creepy.
9 men.
I don't know how that makes me feel.
Well, you know what? Let's walk towards the cell because it's on this area.
I thought I just heard something in the male's
Like
ward
what?
then. Just something moving there then.
Like what though?
I don't know. I'm hearing noises in there.
The man is back.
Just stand still for a sec.
Don't leave.
Oh my god!
They really like you, Jared.
Get me. So, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. It's right as we're like going towards the exit. It says that. Why?
It's okay. We're here to make friends. Anyway, we're lovely people.
Can you give us the number of your room?
It did say 9 before.
935.
There's one thing I will say, I love these old buildings, I really do. All the historic old buildings, I've got a massive, you know, again, fixation on. I love the old buildings.
306.
304, so it must be on the...
On the ladies' side.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do you want to go to that?
Yeah, let's go 309. Let's see.
So I think 309 is just outside. I know he doesn't want us to leave the ward, but I really want to find this room. 307. 308. 309.
Go in.
Is this a double pane
Mirror?
where they see through one side and you can't see through the other side? It's weird that it would tell us to go in that room though, because, okay, we established it was a window, not a double way mirror, but that's the only room that I know of that has that in it.
Thank you so much for the $8 super chat. Thank you very, very much, Wendy. You are awesome. Thank you so very much for that. You've got no idea how much that means to me. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
Yeah, which is weird.
I don't actually know why they have that. Anyway, back on track. Let's get to the cell, which is here.
When you're sitting inside of the jail cell, there's usually a lot of footsteps happening. If you're using spirit boxes, the spirit box will just be non-stop. You'll hear voices. Most of the time though, they don't answer your questions. They're actually just sitting and talking to each other through the spirit box because I guess they feel like it's a better way to communicate with each other.
Cell is basically where they put anyone who was not behaving, and they would cram multiple people in here. Now, if you got put in the cell, wasn't a good place to be, but if you continuously acted up, you were sent somewhere worse, which we'll be showing you when we split up. But this door here, we definitely left closed, and it's still closed, so I'm making note of that. This door is kind of infamous from Destination Fear. Let's open it.
Oh, and before I forget, happy birthday, Wendy. Oh, it's not going to do it. Oh, it just did it. The balloons for you. See if it'll do it again. Happy birthday, Wendy. Yeah.
If anyone's watched that TV show, they came here in their first season and this door opened twice on its own, and it was caught on camera both of those times. And it's weird that it's, yeah, the prison door, or the prison cell door.
And we can also confirm that.
Father. Interesting. I'm just going to put, goes to Gerald. Gerald.
Oh my god. Is that referring to... Okay guys, so my name's Jared, of course, but Amy has a nickname for me. She calls me Gerald for some reason. So that's actually quite weird that that would come up.
So Gerald is kind of relevant to us. That's literally my nickname for Jared, because I never, like, when I slur Jared, it kind of sounds like Gerald. So one day I just started calling him Gerald. Lord. A couple of religious words coming out. But I mean, Father, Gerald, maybe it's relevant to this actual location, you know what I mean?
They did say that they had a, maybe a chapel in the lower levels, didn't they? So
yes.
Could be.
So anyways, guys, this is the inside of the cell. You can see a lot of investigators come here. There's a lot of offerings on the table, from toys for children, candies. Then you've got more adult things like cigarettes and money. So
that is a lot of money. I counted it today. There's $28 there, but it looks like a lot.
Count.
Oh my god! I've counted it. Yes, it's $28. What the hell? Okay, I will admit I counted the notes. I didn't count the coins. There's $28 there.
that's so weird
Yeah.
that it says count.
Should I count it again just in case it's like there's money missing?
You better not steal from the spirits.
I'm not going
They
to.
will be vengeful and follow you home.
If anything, I'm gonna leave more money there. Hang on, let me just sit down.
Do you actually have any money, Jared? Let's
Not-
be real.
Not on my person, but I do downstairs.
What we would love for you to do tonight is move this door. Slam it, swing it, open it, close it. Do something with this door, please. You guys are my witness. I am closing this door. Oh. Okay, that's as closed as it gets. Maybe because this area is of interest and we're about to split up and move to different areas. Let's go get Ghost Tube SLS and rig it up right here. Because I really want this door to open for us.
That was crazy already.
That was such a good walkthrough.
Yeah, and we've only covered like half this place, guys. Like, it is massive.
That's not even the full walkthrough. We are going to the
Excuse me.
two, probably the scariest places now. What you said you want a morgue.
Yeah, I mean, I know normally, guys, I hate doing the creepy place, but seriously, out of the morgue downstairs in the basement and the dungeon upstairs in the attic, like, they're both scary spots. Like, I don't know which of the two I'd rather. They're both not ideal.
I would rather the morgue, but on this trip I'm just pushing my limits. I'm just
Excuse me.
going to the places that freak me out the most, which is
Oh,
the
dear.
attic. In the day when I was up there, I could hear voices in my ears. I so already like.
And I thought I heard a noise up there too. I'm pretty sure while I was up there taking photos, so good luck with that.
Yeah, it's literally called the dungeon. That's what it was referred to. A lot of mistreatment and strange stuff going on. Are you ready to go alone?
I don't know if I'm ready. Am I ever ready for these things?
You're ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
We got this. Come on.
All right,
We've done way worse places than this.
suppose. But I don't know, just, have we ever done a place that's got a morgue and a dungeon? I don't know if we've done that before.
So I'm going up, you're going down, yeah?
Yep. See ya. Alright guys, so just making my way down into the basement. I've been calling it the basement, it's actually the first floor. But feels like a basement.
And here we go.
Just want to say I
Hello.
absolutely love these videos. They're really
Anybody
good.
down here?
So thumbs up.
Is that a bone? Is that real? Surely not. Doesn't feel like it's plastic. It feels like it's like...
I think it's a prop. Well, I
Plaster or
hope
something.
it is. Bloody hell. It's scary if it's not.
I'm not gonna lie. Nervous. I'm very nervous. This is the attic. This is also known as the dungeon. Charming, but it literally was used as a dungeon. People were chained up here when they misbehaved. This was like the level up from the prison cell. So if you got sent to the prison cell, misbehaved even further, you were sent here. Tagging a car.
We came down here with Patience, one of the tour guides here today, and she was telling us that hearing noises down here is very common, and she's heard loud, unexplained noises down here on at least a few occasions. There is a boiler down here, or a furnace rather, sorry, but it's not operational, so if we do hear any noises, it's definitely not that. Is anybody here with me?
People see shadows up here.
Excuse me.
People get touched up here. But people have seen a 7-foot tall shadow figure up here. Like, numerous people.
Excuse me.
So I'm not sure that's something I want to see. But I kind of do. If I can get it on camera, that will be good. Right, so there's a couple of sections to the attic. We've got this area, which is officially the dungeon, and then through this door, and then all the way down there, that's where the orphanage was. I just heard something.
Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Hope you're well and everything.
Okay. Let's go here.
Ooh, this must be the doctor's surgery. Oh my god, that is so creepy.
And this is why they call it the dungeon. These hooks up here, they are original. That's where they put the chains to literally chain people to the wall. And the hooks are along the whole wall here. Isn't that sick, guys? That's just... I'm so sorry if that was something that you had to endure and had to go through. Being chained up here in the attic.
I swear I just heard a noise in here then. Hello? I'm told this was the physician for everybody that was living here, like for the whole building. It's definitely not as sinister, I guess, as the morgue, but it's pretty creepy. It's like all these old like medication bottles and stuff. Heart medicine. Why would the doctor have poison in his office?
Yeah.
So I did bring a REM pod with me. And I just found an electronic candle up here, so I've lit that. So I've got a REM pod and a candle on the chair. Would anybody like to join me? Can you come and take a seat near this red light?
No, it's really good, these videos. I love
a weird
them.
noise. It sounded like a groan or something. I don't know.
Oh my god. Is that... Yep, that is an old coffin. So this must be where they have funerals. Oh, that is so creepy.
Oh dear.
I just heard a noise come from out that door. That's back where the surgery is. When I was playing music. Is anybody there? Do you like my music?
So I'm going to take you in here just to show you. So let's keep an ear out for the REM pod. But in here was like the original orphanage.
At this point in the video, if you want to see more videos like this, give the video a thumbs up, okay everybody? Would love to see lots of thumbs up, that'll be great.
me to play again.
Oh.
Alright guys, like, I'm hearing noises down here, it's really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. We were getting really good responses on Ghost 2 before, but I do want to try something a little bit different, so I'm gonna get Vox going now to see if we can get any voices come through. I know I'm not in the morgue yet, I'm getting there, but I just feel like I was hearing noises down here, so I want to scope out this funeral section first and see if we get any words.
This clip clearly shows two people walk past the glass window leading outside of the building. They are not mapped by Ghost Tube SLS as they are too far to register and just visible through the door's window. I know for a fact that these people were not Jared or myself as we were investigating inside. It is worth noting though that the grounds of the infirmary are also said to be haunted and not just the main buildings. Activity has been reported on the outside, which is where the residents who lived here would have worked on a farm, which made the infirmary self-sufficient. Furthermore, there is also a cemetery just outside the building that holds thousands of graves, including the many unmarked graves of those who passed at the infirmary. So could these figures be paranormal or possibly actual living people simply cutting through the property in the dead of night? Leave a comment to share your thoughts.
Like you often see shadows passing by just this area near me. So a lot of kids would have stayed here, and they said a lot of sort of homeless people stayed up here as well. There was a fire here in the 1920s. Now there is a famous haunting of a lady who died because she was set on fire here. It's so... That's like I feel like that's got to be one of the worst ways to go. Some people say it happened in this room, but there was a fire here in the 1920s, so they're not sure if the remnants of fire in this room are, you know, from this lady's death or just the fire that broke out here in the 20s. So our guide today said that this area, again, shadows are common, but she also said that she once had a spirit charge at her here, literally run at her.
I had my back to what's known as the lawn hallway, and I actually had something run up on me, and I was the only one in the building, and I ended up turning around and telling him, like, leave me alone, I'm trying to make sure the building doesn't fall down, and it stopped instantly.
And I feel like this is the perfect floor for that to happen because it's just wooden floorboards. So if someone was running on this, like, you would unmistakably hear that. That would be intense. Imagine just someone running at me right now. I genuinely, what the I genuinely, what the
Oh my god. Guys, as soon as I hit record, it just said Patience. Patience is the name of our tour guide.
The moment that Jared turns on Ghost Tube Vox, he received the response Patience, which is actually very relevant to this location. Our guide who introduced us to the building and gave an on-camera interview for this video is named Patience, and it seems that she has built quite the relationship with the spirits whilst investigating here.
Patience, if you're watching this, I hope you're watching this. I think someone down here likes you.
So I don't know, I'm guessing you guys would have heard that little tap there. Tap on whatever is beside me here. The wall maybe. I'm unnerved. I'm on edge up here. Definitely feels not empty. Like warm and crowded. It's a freezing cold night as well, guys. Like, that's the vibe up here. Warm and crowded. And I know this probably isn't the most pleasant place to be. But if someone can join me, can you rattle the chains? Can you knock something over? Can you go towards the red light? It is raining right now, so you might actually hear rain.
Is there someone down here that likes patience? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Maybe a little bit scared. Should I be scared? Can you tell me why?
Come on, can you please come and sit with me? Chuck some cat balls out as well, guys. Oh, fudge. Thank you if you're playing with those. I heard that you really like these balls. That one just rolled on its own, but I was moving, so maybe my weight on the floorboards could have shifted. It scared me a little bit, but actually, did it light up? Oh, it is on, okay.
That was a really creepy voice then. Not the same voice that said patience, but really creepy. Can you tell me whose room this was?
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me what happened in this room?
These videos are interesting. I love them. Especially the old buildings.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I would really love if you not only lit up that ball, but went towards the red light and made that beep. I know you probably have people in here all the time asking you to do things, and I just appreciate if you do anything. I've come a very, very long way to visit you. I actually came from Australia, which is halfway around the world.
Pretty
That's probably why I
interesting,
sound a
isn't
bit
it?
funny as well.
Can you tell me how I can find the morgue? Where's the morgue?
Hey, the way you...
Yeah, which way? Which way to the morgue, please?
Ashton was
Can you tell me which way to the morgue?
Okay, so I just had the cat ball go off on the wheelchair a few times. One of the cat balls moved on its own, but it could have just been my weight on the floorboards. It was a bit freaky. Sort of felt scared, or a little bit scared when I came up here, but now I don't. And maybe it's just me thinking this through in my mind, but maybe it's not necessarily like bad people up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people were obviously mistreated here. There was a lot of trauma probably experienced, and maybe weren't necessarily like bad. You were put up here just because you did things wrong. Like, I don't know. There was people here from all walks of life who had, I guess, issues where maybe you couldn't follow the rules that were put in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of mental health issues, I guess.
Is it in this one? Fear. I feel like I just had the word fear, and I swear someone asked me in the funeral parlour if I was scared. This doorway I do know does lead to the morgue. That's a bit unnerving. Are you okay with me entering here?
I feel for you. This is not a nice place to be, a nice place to be left, right? I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's just something I wanted to say. I have heard that you like these flashing light up balls, so I've bought some for you. I've got 3, 2 on the floor and 1 on the chair there, which I've seen light up, and I just want to say thank you so much. I know apparently that's something that you like to do, that you like to mess with.
Is there anything I need to be worried about in this room?
The phone.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, this is where they would have dissected some of the patients and prepared the bodies. I know that this table's not original, but that's the original drain right there. So it definitely happened in this room. I'm going to leave Vox on the table. Can you tell me what went on in this room? Get ready for what? What should I get ready for? Is there anyone here in this room with me right now? And if there is, how many people?
Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's so cool. Thank you.
I love it when the cat balls light up. It's very good.
Oh, you're the best.
They're fun.
Thank you.
Very pretty
Aaron, light up
lights.
the other balls. There's 3 balls in here in total.
I get really weird vibes in here. It's really, really cold. Strangely, it's actually colder in this building than it is outside, we've found out. But just like this room, like these sinks here, they would have cleaned the bodies in. You've got the table in there. You've got fridge and freezer here where they would have stored them. It's just a weird place to be in. You might be able to hear like running water. That's because there's a running spring under this building, which some people believe, and we've said it before, and we'll say it again, you know, a common theory is that water like helps conduct paranormal activity. But I haven't even told you the creepiest thing yet. These fridges and freezers where they stored the body, that's also where they stored their food. And these sinks that I just showed you, this wasn't only where they cleaned their bodies, but apparently is also where they cleaned their food. What was that? Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oops, something scared him.
Okay, guys. It's official. We've got bats down here.
Oh dear.
I'm petrified of them. That was so close to my head.
I don't like bats either. I agree. It's scary.
That cat ball's gone off so many times. I would lose my mind if it actually rolled, like along the floor, like moved along the floor. And maybe that's them trying to do that, you know? These things are pretty sensitive, like you just need to tap them a little bit and they'll light up like that. I love it. Did you leave?
Okay guys, I'm just freaking out because there's at least one bat down here. Don't know where it came from. It was either the fridge or the morgue, but I'm officially creeped out. I'm getting out of here. Ah!
dear.
Oh my god. I think I caught that one on camera. Oh my god. I can't do bats. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I hate bats too. The creepy little things that fly at you. Ooh. Especially if you've got a bright light, they just come straight towards you.
Alright, I'm getting the hell out of here. I can't do it. I'm out.
Like a little
I'm out.
demon. Oh dear.
Oh my god. I'm out. I'm done. I'm going. Bats. No.
Okay, so I'm currently in one of the children's rooms and I've set up some equipment. It's already gone off and I've chosen to set up the REM pod and the cat balls. And the reason for that is I've heard that some crazy stuff happens with those types of pieces of equipment in this area. I've also bought some offerings, so I've got some lollipops out. So I hope that someone here wants to play and that you enjoy that. We're gonna leave you to it though. So Jared and I are going to move to another area of the building to investigate, but I just want to see what happens in this room while it's empty with some gadgets out. Just going to set up our next session, and Jared is on the floor because...
More bats. They're not just in the basement apparently. Apparently they're also up on this floor. Great.
Are you on edge now?
Yes.
Oh.
Very much on edge. They're just... You know?
What the is that? Are you imitating a bat?
We're about to set up and do an Estes in the men's ward because we were getting words before that seemed like something was interested in me. But Amy reckons she saw bats. I haven't seen them in there yet, but they're freaking me out. We don't want to harm them as well. So if there's too many bats in there and they're going crazy, we won't go in there. We'll instead go and investigate the cell because we also got some cool words in there too, right? Count.
Yeah.
Counting the money. But yeah.
I reckon there was 2 down there. Let's just go in slow and low to the ground.
Slow and steady, low to the ground. And if they don't like us being there, then we'll do the cell. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
they might even be gone. I haven't seen them in like 10 minutes.
Here I go. Don't! Can you not? Oh my god.
Okay, we made it. Bat free.
I really don't want to be doing this. I just really feel like I'm on edge. I think because of the bats. I think that's going to make this sensual deprivation even more freaky for me, I think.
Well, let's get into it. Maybe take your beanie off as well, because if they want to play with your hair, like they said earlier.
Oh yeah. So guys, we have multiple camera angles. We've got the night vision camera here that's going to be watching me. I'm going to be listening to the radio with the headphones on and a blindfold, so I can't hear what Amy's asking. And Amy's going to ask a series of questions.
I'm going to be out here monitoring the hallway. You know, we got the word hallway, so that is relevant. And I'm going to be, asking, trying to get some answers over here. We also have that camera with some gadgets set up in the kids' room, which is on a different floor completely. And I hope that they come out to play. I really do. But we'll see how we go up here. My name's Amy. That guy on the chair over here, his name is Jared. And we're here to talk to
Run.
You mean me, or are you going to run at me? I ain't a fast runner. I'm not going to run anywhere. Hearing weird noises as well. If you run down this hallway, I've put some balls on the floor. 1, 2,
Stay.
3. Okay, I'll stay. We felt drawn to come here, to this area. Like you wanted us to be here. Were you talking about Jared's hair earlier? There is some
Sleep.
You would have slept here in these rooms, right? Like this one? There's some definite noises, guys, but it is raining quite heavily out there. There's a storm, so... Can you hear the rain?
Problem.
What's the problem? How can I help you?
Say it.
Okay, so earlier tonight we got a response that said 9. Is that a room? Is that an age?
It's the way it should be.
It's the way it should be. What's the way that it should be? Is someone still enforcing the rules? Because if you have something to say, please say it to us.
You are.
We're not enforcing the rules. We're here and we hope that you can now do as you please. Were you talking to us earlier?
Yes.
That's pretty cool because we really felt like someone was talking to us in this area and wanting us to be here. Should I go in a room or a hallway?
Welcome.
Oh, I appreciate it. I really do.
Oh, that's nice of them, the spirits talking.
I'm hearing noise down there. Can you tell me who's doing that?
Dirty. Or 30.
Is that how many people are here? Your age?
Psych.
Maybe that's referring to psychiatric treatment?
5 of us.
Is that 5 men?
Susan.
Susan.
Or Susie.
There's a little girl here.
Susie is actually quite a relevant name to come through here, as one of the child spirits who haunts this property is thought by many to be named Susie.
And then we do have a little girl spirit that people have called Susie. I don't know if she's actually named Susie or not.
Did you want to play with us? We left some things in the kids' room for you. What the f? Okay. I definitely heard a door or something. What was that noise? It can't have been.
Stay.
Okay, I'll stay.
Stranger.
I'm wigging out a bit. What the heck? I heard a door or something down here and I was just about to walk out and then he says stay. Right before that he says Susan and Susie. I'm the one that does the majority of the research here, guys. Jared just sort of comes along and wings it. I don't know if I would have mentioned the little girl being named Susie earlier to him. Okay, I'm staying. Only if you do something really big for me. Can you touch Jared? Maybe light up these
Transferred.
balls? Transferred. What does that mean? Did you go somewhere else?
It's moving.
Did you move something? Is that the noise that I heard? It sounds
Crazy area.
They did keep people in here who had, mental health issues.
That man.
This man? On the chair? Him, yeah, that guy.
Women.
Women are down that end, except me.
Down there.
Yeah, down that end. Down there. This is really weird. Okay, you wanted to talk to this guy. We've brought him in here.
6'3",
3.
You should know.
I should know. Okay. I'm sorry. Not sure what that means.
Stay down.
Those stairs there. Maybe that's
Fire panel.
fire panel. It's weird because we got shown the fire panel earlier because there's a fault with like the sprinkler system at the moment. And stay down. Like maybe that's...
Jared.
That's him. That's his name. Yeah.
Mm.
Stay down could be like someone in charge, say like the superintendent saying stay down, like you're not allowed. You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to talk to us, whoever wants to talk.
It also just said Carol.
No.
You'll have to bleep that out. I don't want that in the video.
Are you kidding me? You've got to be f***ing me.
These responses are a little strange to us. First, Jared's name comes through, which is closely followed by the name Carol. Carol is of personal significance to Jared, though he does not wish to disclose this information publicly on this channel. This name first came through for us while investigating the Sally house a few weeks ago, and it hasn't been the only instance of this happening. Do you think this could be a spirit attempting to communicate with us who is not tied to this exact haunted location? Leave a comment below.
This is too much. This is... Have you spoken to us before? Before tonight? Have you spoken to us before tonight?
Help me out. That's what I just heard. Young voice.
I'm here to help you. There's someone who's trying to control you. That's not on.
Down the corridor.
Oh, I just turned to look down here. Okay.
Mm.
Should I go and check out the other side?
No.
Okay, I'll stay here with you then. Is that what you want? You want to take that as
Latin.
lesson? What would you like from us? If we could tell you something or give you something or do something for you, what would you like from us?
Music.
Music.
You know what?
What? I'll play some music for you.
Oh dear.
There are a lot of noises going on right now.
Mm.
I do think
I'm done with you.
I'm gonna go and get some music ASAP. That was really weird.
What?
Just
I
like
said music, but what about it?
I said, is there anything I can do for you or tell you, or like pretty much said, what do you want from me? And you said music. So now I'm like,
What?
let's go get the music. Also, just come with me. Just come with me. Felt like somebody could be in here, and I know that patient said that earlier, but I heard it sounded like a door or something.
A door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so, everything was so weird.
Was it like loud or like
It sounded like it was coming from down here, and I went to go check it out. Yeah, it was loud. And you were like, stay. So I don't know if that was like a protective thing or
a warning
it was,
maybe?
Yeah. So just walk down there. You go first. I'll just follow you.
Let me get my hat sorted out.
Okay. I can see the cell door from here, and that's closed. So I don't think it would be that. Patients did say earlier it might actually sound like people have come in.
Mm.
Sometimes that's the paranormal activity you get. Like it feels like there's actually people in here, or sounds like.
You know what's really weird? And during that Estes, at first I didn't feel like I was getting much. And then it really ramped up, like especially like when it said my name and a string of other things. Like it just changed, like it felt different.
Yeah. Can I also ask you, did you know about the little girl? Did I mention that? I reckon I might have.
I know that there's children here because we were playing with the dum-dums.
The little girl though? Some people
I know
say
there's a little
her
girl.
name.
Yeah.
Do you know what her name is?
I forgot.
You never listen to that shit anyway. It's Susie.
Oh, I said Susan.
You said Susan or Susie.
Oh, yeah, it was hard to hear. It was like a subtle...
So I was like, I don't know if Jared will know that piece of info and maybe it's just in his head. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally forgot about that.
Okay. Oh, this is weird. I feel like every door is open as well.
Except this one, and we've been deliberately closing this.
Yeah.
Like, every time we film in front of this door, I'm like, you're my witness, I'm closing this.
Yeah.
So this hasn't moved.
Maybe leave it open now.
All right, you're my witness, I'm leaving it open now.
In this moment, Jared and I head downstairs to grab my MacBook so we can play music as requested by the spirits. When we return upstairs, we once again hear the same banging I captured earlier on the camera we left rolling there. We immediately roll on our secondary camera after hearing this, only to capture more noises.
What was that? Record that camera recording still.
Good video. I love these videos. I could react to them every time.
What?
Okay, guys, we're hearing a noise down here.
Go, 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 go. And there is definite bangs down here.
There's definitely noises down here.
They're probably pissed off because I didn't bring any music yet.
Did you know that this building goes back that far? What?
No.
It's good.
Men's bathroom?
Good, this video. I love them.
Could
Love
that come from in
reacting.
here, maybe?
I don't know. What?
I'm hearing noise in here. I think it's coming from in here.
There is rain, but those bangs are undeniable. They're bangs. I bought you some music. I'm going to play it. If you can do me a favour, if you really like the music, can you move something? I've heard that you can do that. Slam a door. Move one of these balls and make them light up. Just do anything that you can to show us that you like it. I really think we just stirred something up. I could hear growling or movement.
Oh my god, I can hear that too through my headphones. Wow. You can really hear it. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't like the music as well. Like, it was a bit of an annoying song. Can you whistle?
I'm just like hearing noises out there and I don't know if it's like the rain outside or it sounds like creaking like footsteps or something.
I just love these old buildings. They're just fabulous. Mm.
Did you hear like dragging noises?
Yeah.
That was like dragging noises or like to me it sounded like a shower curtain opening. That's what it sounds like to me.
Some definite movement going on down there. Maybe we go to it. What was that? Did you just click or something?
No.
Did you hear
I
it?
thought that was you. That wasn't you?
Oh no! That scared me.
Wasn't like this, was it? No, it's too loud.
The light would have turned on.
Yeah.
Want to crank a spirit box in the cell?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so much going on. We thought that we'd come and do a spirit box in here in the cell. We're filming the door from both angles so you can see us. We ain't touching it. And I've also got another static night vision camera out in the hall. We're gonna do a spirit box because I've heard that they're really good in here. You ready?
Yeah.
My name is Amy and I'm here tonight with Jared in this little cell, and we would love to talk to anyone that's here. Can you give me a hello or maybe tell me your name?
Can you tell us who we're interacting with outside in the hallway before?
It is really good.
A name would be lovely. Did you like the music?
Can you tell us a little bit of something about this room? Can you tell us about this place in general?
How many children are here? Can somebody move the cell door for us?
Yes, I am tired. I'm going to bed after this, I think.
The former Williamson Memorial Hospital, now referred to as the Old Hospital on College Hill, is said to be one of the most haunted places in West Virginia.
The history behind the hospital, it was formerly called Williamson Memorial Hospital. It opened as a functioning hospital in 1928, so she is 94 years old. Pretty much kept open as a regular hospital until 1988. Then they built a newer hospital just right up above the hill from her. They kept the hospital open as doctor clinics and pediatrics and lung specialists and things like that until 2014, and then they closed the hospital for good, and she was used for storage up until 2020 when she was shut down permanently. I was actually born in this hospital. My mom's able to tell me that I was born on the 3rd floor, so for me to be able to go to the floor that actually where my life began is pretty amazing feeling. And then I also lost 2 grandparents that I never met here as well. So some of the connections when I walk through the hallways, you know, I'm hoping maybe at one point in time I can reconnect with my grandparents. I believe there's a reason that I was called to buy this hospital, if that makes sense, or led to buy the hospital. I believe that she has a lot of stories to tell.
Having a history spanning decades within a busy hospital, which had seen death and trauma, the old hospital now left standing empty is a known paranormal hotspot. Visitors to the building have claimed to hear, smell, feel, and even sight the unexplainable, including shadow people and a nurse still making her rounds, who has even been captured in photographs.
The most common things that most people pick up, and even myself, what I've heard, doors shutting, and as odd as it sounds, music playing at certain times in certain rooms. Not sure if it's because there maybe would have been radios in the rooms back in the days. Children laughing, children running. You will hear voices, male's voices, female voices, children's voices. Lights that will flicker on and off. One of the other things that's kind of wild is the hospital equipment that's here. Most of the building does not have power, so they're not even plugged up, but the equipment will beep and go off like they are. It's just pretty wild and kind of freaky at the same time. And it can be spooky, especially if you're here by yourself.
With so many strange happenings reported within this extremely haunted hospital, we were excited to visit and investigate the 4 floors of the building, as well as a basement area where some particularly scary activity is said to centre. But what we would uncover this night, and how I would myself be personally affected by this building, was truly unnerving.
This is a big vocation to cover. We are commencing the walkthrough now that night has fallen. Some weird things have already happened to us as well, and one area in particular, Jared saw something super creepy, and I felt very off whilst we were there. So looking forward to going back there, kind of not really. But we're currently on the ground floor, the first floor here. There is a lot to cover. Every single floor has a story and a lot of history here as well. This place opened in the 20s. A lot of stuff going on here. These guys here on the walls were the founders too, and I kind of like they're kept here, memorialized here too. Did you? Okay.
I did hear that. You heard that, right?
Yeah, there's a tap behind us. That's cool. Somebody here, you can join us. We're going to be here all night filming.
And again.
Thank you.
As soon as I turn around, the noise goes off.
And we're literally just getting started. I think it's ghost tube time. Right, so I've just hit record on a device. I'm going to carry it around in my hand, so please do not be shy to come up to me. I'll give you permission, you can touch me. But if you come towards this light in my hand, maybe you can use it to tell me your name or say hello. Tell me anything. Guys, this place is so cool. This is wicked. This is a huge old hospital. So many ghost stories here. So much has happened here. I'm excited just to show you around, just to walk around. I mean, hopefully we get some paranormal activity, but if not, it's just really cool here. So this area here, we can't get through because there is so much old medical equipment stacked up here. But a nurse hangs out here. A nurse is said to linger on this floor, but she's also been seen throughout the entire hospital.
Probably the most famous one is our nurse that never clocked out. She's pretty well seen on every floor. The story behind her is pretty amazing, although we don't really have a name. It was a nurse that worked in the emergency room back in the 1950s. She was killed in a car accident, and she actually passed away in the ER that she worked at. So there have actually been images caught of her in the hospital, and some people believe that she still wanders the hallways today.
So we've got this entire place to ourselves, guys. That's 4 floors and a basement, and the basement actually was used for stuff too. Like there's some really cool rooms down there. That's actually where I had my experience that Amy mentioned before.
So my name is Amy, and I'm here tonight with Jared, and we'd like to just introduce ourselves. If there's somebody here that wants to communicate, please don't be shy.
Bracelet.
Bracelet.
The response of bracelet at this time baffled us a little, and we weren't quite sure how it could have been relevant, yet something was to happen a little later in the night, which could have meant this word did have significance.
I was thinking jewellery, like a bracelet, but don't they put a bracelet on you when you're admitted to hospital?
Oh, like a medical bracelet. Yes. We should see if we can find one around here.
There are a lot of old artifacts kept here, so maybe that's something we will encounter. I don't know if this is where patients were processed and they would get the bracelet. If that's even what it's referred to as. If there's a nurse here, thank you for sticking around and looking out for everyone. One of the coolest things here, guys, is this. This is the original elevator. This thing is 94 years old. I thought I just seen someone like peekaboo around here.
Really?
It could have just been a shadow and then my eyes playing a trick. I mean, really, it could have been. Can come out. Also a lot of children here, they believe. And it wasn't very big if it was something. It could have just been the handrail.
Here, I thought that I had seen something peering around the corner, despite being in the building alone. But after checking, we couldn't see anything out of the ordinary, so we carried on upstairs.
I feel like this elevator to me is like creepier than any paranormal encounters we might have tonight, you know what I mean?
Yes, and we're gaming. We're gonna ride it with you guys. 94 years old.
Where am I going?
We'll go to level 2. I have also heard that the elevator has moved on its own before in the past as well. So it's kind of weird, particularly since someone needs to call it and press a button and there was no one around to press the button. Father.
Father?
Like not like dad, as in like father. You need to go father. Or is it father or further? Maybe we need to keep going up. Hi, my name's Amy. This is Jared behind me. We just heard a noise and wanted to check it out and see if there's someone here. We're not afraid. Level 2 here, where we are. It's an interesting one because they don't have heaps of information on it, but people, including the owner, who we spoke to earlier, have had paranormal experiences here.
I've had several experiences while being the owner of the hospital. Things from, simple as doors shutting after I open them, or vice versa. I can hear someone on another floor when I'm on one floor. I can hear children giggling. One of probably the scariest one, and he wasn't scary, but probably the one that startled me the most was I was walking through the second floor and just checking to make sure everything was okay, and I heard a male's voice holler at me, and he just said, "Hey." I turned around and I went through every room on the second floor and I couldn't find him, so I'm not sure who he was or what he wanted.
Hi, is there anyone that wants to talk to me? So I don't know if anyone watching is big on paranormal TV. I do know that Destination Fear filmed here, and Dakota apparently slept on, this was the floor he was sleeping on. During that episode, he heard glass break, and the source of the glass was actually this room, and I just copped a whiff of perfume.
Yeah.
Did you smell?
Yeah, I thought it was more like potpourri or something. I've still kind of got it. It's different to the room we just walked through. And I don't remember smelling it today when we came into this room.
Oh. What?
I think that's really creepy because go in there and have a look. That's where babies were, right?
I feel like maybe the next floor up was pediatrics.
But who's to say some of this stuff?
I mean, she did say they don't know much about this floor, what this was used for. Maybe someone was searching for the baby here.
Lots of babies would have been born here. Even the owner, the current owner, was born here. So I feel like that was really weird that came out. And we were just standing just outside this room here with these little baby crib things. That is really weird.
If there's somebody here looking for their baby, can we have a name, please? Maybe we can help you. So just walking back to where we got that response. If there's somebody here, I'm so sorry if you're looking for your baby. Maybe we can help you. I don't know how we can do that. Maybe you can give us a name as a starter. It is funny though, because this is where on that show Dakota heard glass breaking. And then he came down here and there was broken glass on the floor, but there's nothing broken in the room or no source of where glass would come from. I don't know if anyone knows what this big old thing is either. I've never seen one of these before today.
So who's enjoying the video so far? I am. I really love it. I'm just sitting here eating my dinner. Some pasta salad from the fridge, so I hope you're enjoying the video and give the video a thumbs up. Thank you.
But it's pretty cool.
This is where you go in and a doctor would test your hearing. It's like a silent room and it blocks out all the sound. Any Ace Ventura fans?
So voices have been heard down here, footsteps, giggles, children's voices. A lot going on down in the second. That's just a train. It's not a ghost train either, but it scared me. Hey, I don't know if these are original to this hospital, but are these for babies?
I'm pretty sure they are like little cribs or something. Oh dear Lord. What have I just walked into?
That's freaky. Oh, there's one.
Scared the shit out of me.
Just made it up the 3rd floor, and the window down here has a very infamous story to go with it that involves a possible suicide or potentially a murder and a murderer.
One of the other probably bigger stories that kind of haunts the hospital is the true story of a gentleman by the name of Mose Blackburn. He was a local restaurant owner in the city of Williamson back in the 60s. From what we can gather through our research and the newspaper articles, Mr. Blackburn got into an altercation with his wife and city police was called. When the police responded, an officer went to, they kind of went around the car. One went to the passenger side and one went to Mose's side. He was on the driver's side. And for whatever reason, Mose drew a gun and shot the city police officer. That officer was brought here to this hospital and sadly passed away. Of course, an altercation broke out and Mose was brought to this hospital as well. There are several stories that surround Mose and what happened to him, but basically what we have found in our research, he was brought here and was expected to make a full recovery, was going to go on to jail and face his time in court. He had asked the deputy that had been stationed outside of his door to go get him a drink of water, and when that deputy did, some people say an evil spirit told him to do it, some people say he was thrown, others think that he was just trying to escape, but he took off running and jumped out the 3rd-story floor window and landed on the sidewalk. It didn't kill Mose. They brought him back up to the hospital, and again he was expected to make a full recovery and go on to face his time in court. However, almost a month to the day that he jumped, he passed away, and nobody really knows why. There's a theory that he was murdered. Some people believe he killed himself, but a lot of people believe Mose is still here today.
So that's the window, Jared, right behind you.
This is where it happened?
That's the window, yeah. Oh, dude, look. Oh, that's so cool.
Cool. They're like real x-rays.
Legit.
That's like
X-rays.
someone's head or, leg or bone, and that's actually like someone's skull by the looks.
It's a face.
That's really cool.
Oh, it's a real hospital. So much decay. If we just peek in this room here. A lot of history here.
Watching.
You're watching us? We'd love to watch you back.
What?
Whoa.
Is there someone here? We just heard you.
Whoa. Whoa.
I feel like they're slowly getting an interest in us.
Is that an observation window?
Oh yeah.
If you're watching us, we'd love to talk, we'd love to communicate. I don't know why you're here. We are here to talk. We've travelled a long way, so we might sound funny. We're actually from Australia.
What the hell? They look like bodies strung up on rope or something.
What? Oh yeah. That is legit what it looks like. More baby stuff.
Yep.
Oh, this is the wallpaper room, Joe.
Oh yeah.
We seen this earlier today, and I'm not. Why am I getting a magnetic spike in the middle of this wallpaper room? I can't replicate. So someone coming around me. That's okay, but are you able to tell me your name? Or what this room was? I don't know why this room is decorated differently. But someone making a noise down here. We just walked the whole length of this wing. I don't know what that was.
I know that this place was used for a brief period of time as a Halloween attraction, but there's some like red stains, if you know what I mean, and it's just, I'm always like, is that actual blood or is that part of that Halloween attraction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that because I'm seeing them as well, and exact same things are going through my mind.
Like on this counter, for example, I'm like, yeah, that might actually be blood.
I think that's where they examine though.
What?
Did you read the poster in there?
How's your love life? Oh yeah. Ugh. Ugh. I'm going there.
This guy's ready for his examination.
Oh, that is definitely paint. But some of the others, I'm not too
Look
sure.
at the wall though, to the left.
Oh, jeez.
Red.
Wait,
What?
I thought I saw something in here.
Like what?
What did that just say?
It
Red?
said red, and we're just looking at red paint, so that's...
I thought I saw something. It was probably just these trash bags here, but let me just look around.
Last floor time. This is the top floor. This one's a creepy one too. Is there someone around me? Or is there something to trigger? Okay, that's the second time that's happened here.
So guys, that noise on Ghost Tube means that the magnetometer spiked. That can be triggered by nearby metals and objects. So normally if we're near like iron bars or going up the staircase where there's a handrail, that can set it off. But yeah, the second time that's gone off now. And you've tried to recreate it and there's nothing.
There's literally nothing here. It's very strange.
This room, you know what this room reminds me of? The chair room from the Ohio State Reformatory.
No.
Because there are no windows in this room.
There
Like,
are none.
have a look around, there is no
Yeah,
windows
there
here.
is none.
Yeah, who builds a room with no windows? Like, what is its purpose?
Alright, I hate that you compared this to the chair room because that place scared me. If you haven't watched that video, seriously check it out. Something touched me and there's evidence paired with something touching me to back that up. What gets me about the fourth floor here is that whilst the hospital was in operation, this floor scared the staff.
The fourth floor is pretty amazing to us. It's the smallest floor on the hospital, but for whatever reason, we have a lot of stories of that floor. So the pharmacy is located on the fourth floor as well as some surgical rooms and observation rooms. Some of the stories that we have been told was that staff would not work here after 7 or 8 o'clock at night because of the weird things that would happen on the fourth floor, such as things moving by themselves, strange noises that people would hear and couldn't account for, doors slamming, things of that nature. The other thing that makes the fourth floor very fascinating, I think, to a lot of people is that this hospital is also a teaching hospital, and there was 2 surgical rooms and observation rooms where the nurses would sit in the observation rooms and watch, but there have been quite a few paranormal activity captures on those floors as well.
Your biggest fears are here.
So this was used as a pharmacy, and it was also where a lot of surgeries were performed, and these surgeries are kind of unique because they weren't just performed. People who are training to be surgeons themselves or nurses could come and watch, as well as family members. Can you imagine going to watch one of your family members have surgery and be cut open?
That is really weird, yeah. I don't know if I would enjoy watching that. I mean, I get queasy with blood and that, so that is weird.
Could this be where the surgeries were done?
Well, the owner was telling us today that there was like a window that people would observe through, so this could be it.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't watch. Nah. Leave us a comment, guys, if that's something you would be interested to watch. Could you do it? Would you even want to watch your family member have surgery?
Never fear, the clowns are here. Oh God.
I've had enough clown run-ins on my USA trip, thank you. Just putting that out there.
Oh, this is really weird.
I thought I just heard a voice when you walked in.
Really?
In there with you.
What?
I hear a train now, but maybe it was that, I don't know. I thought I heard a high-pitched kid's voice.
I thought I just heard something out there actually, as you walked in.
I can hear a train in the distance, so I'm making that known.
What did yours sound like?
A little kid.
Mine's, yeah. I feel like I heard that too. I didn't hear what they said, it was like...
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
kid. Kid's voice. Kid's voice. What is this machine though, hey?
Ventilator.
Breathing?
Robert.
Thank you so much for sharing your name, Robert. Can you tell us how old you are?
That's our first name for the night.
I would love to know how old you are as well, Robert. I wonder if Robert is a kid, because we both felt like we could hear that. Maybe not though. Yeah, look at this splatter all around here.
Surely that's not real.
Oh my god, it's all in this room as well. You can't see it on the night vision.
Sorry, what?
Beer.
Can't see it on the night vision.
What did it say? Beer?
Is that beer? We'll have a beer with you.
Someone spent their last days here and they're like, yeah, I want a beer. You know what I mean?
Heck yes. Oh no. Jared, are you seeing this?
Yes.
This is not a bracelet, is it?
Yes, that is. Sorry, I wasn't saying that. I thought you were talking about the blood.
No.
Well, we found our bracelet.
Or is it a necklace?
That's a pretty skinny neck.
Okay. What are you... I'm just going to put ghost tube on it. Were you leading us here?
Are these the bracelets you're referring to? What about them? I knew we were going to find a bracelet. I told you there's got to be a bracelet in this building somewhere.
I was thinking a medical bracelet though,
So
not gonna lie.
These look quite modern, so I doubt that they're original or anything, but it's weird that there's just two of them sitting here.
Were we being led here? Maybe it's not even relevant. I don't know. Can you give us another clue as to why we should be here?
Should we move on, or do you want to stick around in here a bit longer?
Institution.
What about that?
Institution's relevant. I feel like that's what they refer to, like hospitals or like, you know, mental institutions or health institutions, you know what I mean?
I just don't know what it could mean. I guess that's the frustrating part about doing what we do. You can get these little snippets, but it's really hard to piece together what the meaning is, and I just want to know.
At this point in the night, we decided to brave the scariest part of the hospital, the underground basement, which was used.
Just stopping it for a moment, I just wanted to say that, you know, these types of videos, they are long, but they're so totally worth it. I love watching Amy's Crypt. I watch them without doing the reactions a lot, so I hope that you enjoy this reaction, that's for sure. Thank you.
For a number of reasons. It was also where Jared claimed to see something earlier in the afternoon, before the sun had even set.
The basement is probably my most favorite floor. It is the biggest floor of the hospital, probably the most historic, and probably the most floor that saw the most action. A lot of paranormal activity has been caught and captured down there, specifically between the two x-ray rooms. The pediatric floor was also down there after the hospital closed and was turned into a pediatric floor. So there's also some children's activities and children's spirits that you could hear from time to time, children giggling, laughing, those kind of things. The morgue is also located in the basement, as well as the incinerator room. So the basement kind of has this feel of dark, sometimes sad, and kind of sometimes scary to go into.
I'm a little nervous, but that's fine. We're going down there and hopefully we get some good pings on GhostTube. It is freaking cold down here. Like extremely cold. Grit my teeth, I'm ready.
It is definitely like 5 to 10 degrees Celsius colder down here for sure.
No idea what Fahrenheit that would be. They had this set up for little kids. This was like the pediatric ward for a while.
Just what young kids need when they're really sick and scared. Go down into the basement. There's even like toys and stuff here. Like remnants from when it was open.
I don't feel good down here. I feel a bit sick when I come down here, and honestly, when we came down here earlier today with Tonya, as soon as I came down here I felt a bit ill, and I'm feeling it again now down here. It just kind of feels like nausea, like a bit yucky, and I honestly, like, I've been really drained since we got here. I don't know if it's something taking energy down here in particular. This is where I am getting the most vibes, but I just feel really off, really off down here.
How I was feeling here seemed to only escalate throughout the night, until I was completely drained and could barely function. I remember feeling normal and excited for this investigation, but spending time in this building seemed to gradually take its toll on me, which you will observe throughout this video.
Whoa, a VHS. When was the last time you guys seen one of these? Leave a comment. A little rocking horse. Aww.
Behind me are the 2 x-ray rooms. This particular one is where I saw something today. So we were walking down here with our guide Tonya today, and she was just showing us around. I got to maybe this point right here. It was pitch black. I've got a light on now, but when the light's not on, it's pitch black. Even during the day, it's dark down this end of the basement. And I got to this point and I thought that there was something there, like, I didn't think ghost or person, I thought like piece of furniture or something. And then when I put on my flashlight, it was a big room, there's nothing there. So I thought that was really weird. I thought I could see in the dark, like my eyes adjusting, like something here. And yeah, there's nothing. It's just a big old empty room. Oh, more x-rays too. Cool, sort of interesting.
I honestly think that you seeing something in here is kind of interesting, because you said that, and then after, so we didn't even know this, Tonya said, oh wow, like a lot of people see shadow figures down here. And that kind of makes sense if you felt as though something was there, I guess, blocking the light, like there was something right there, and then you shone the light in and it went through whatever that was. That could have been a figure standing there, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was 100% paranormal. It's just my experience and what I had. But yeah, I thought there was something there and there wasn't.
But a lot also happens in the room across here, and she said so much so that one of her guides had, I guess, too many experiences down here, seen a few things and was like, nah, I will not come back to this area. So people refuse to come down here still. Anyone in here in the x-ray? Right, down here where we're headed is where the original morgue was. It was apparently later moved to the building next door, but it's always eerie to go into a morgue. Wow, there is a lot of decay down here as well. The building is just flaking apart. Alright guys, this is perhaps the, I don't want to say the scariest, but definitely the most gruesome. So where I'm about to take you is known as the incinerator. What? Whoa.
Okay, that door I just opened, but I swear this one just creaked as I opened that. You go first.
Okay. This door's really heavy.
Oh.
Right, here we are.
Tonya said today, she said it and she was not wrong. This definitely has like Freddy Krueger vibes in here. Like all these pipes and stuff.
Okay, so honestly, this is one of the sadder, more heavier places in the hospital. Again, I've said before, it's called the incinerator. It was a place where bodies and body parts were disposed of.
But what it basically was used for was kind of a catch-all for everything. Back in the 20s and 30s and early 40s, when people would have maybe a body part amputated, or if a homeless person passed away, their remains would be placed in this incinerator. And we get asked a lot of the times if those ashes are still here, and they are. We don't have any record of who they are, but we know that there are ashes in there. But it was also used to burn things like medicine bottles, newspapers. It was kind of a catch-all for all of it for the hospital. It was pretty heavy for me when I found out that, you know, people were actually burned and lost in this incinerator room, because it just, you know, it makes you wonder who's there and if they're still here today and if they're at peace.
One of the area things here actually is that there's still ash here. It's not known 100% for sure, you know, whether there's bodily remains in the ash, but it's very well possible. They don't want to move it. They don't want to disturb it. And I totally get that. It's like, where do you move it to? Where do you bury it? You don't know who's in there, what their wishes would have been. Do you scatter it somewhere? I don't know. It's just, it's very heavy. So I'm just, you can see the ash down here. And literally inside, it's filled. All right, guys, I find it very weird that GhostTube has been so quiet down here.
I like you.
Just as you're saying it.
Thank you, though. Thank you so much. We try to be respectful where we can, especially places like this. But it has been very quiet down here. So I think because Jared and I have felt or, you know, possibly seen things that could be paranormal, we're going to use a different communication method down here to reach out, and hopefully we can get a bit more engagement with that.
Right, so whoever just said that, if you want to follow us, we're going to make our way down to the X-ray room. We would love to hear more from you.
Great.
Could this be possibly the grave now? I know there's just ashes behind me, but it would constitute as a grave now.
I feel like we're getting a lot of responses here. Maybe we should do our
I
next
know.
experiment in this room.
I didn't think we would even get anything
Well,
in here, to be honest.
We weren't getting any words. Until you're like, we're not getting any words, so we're going to go now.
And then it's like, oh, she said she's not getting anything, let's give her some. Thank you.
Unsure of where to go next, we made our way into the X-ray room, where Jared had earlier sighted something lurking in the darkness, and where many people have sighted shadow figures. We decided to reach out using GhostTube Vox to see if we could document any relevant vocalizations, whilst using an old pair of crutches I had found as a trigger object. We also thought it might be wise to monitor upstairs, which is also said to be quite active, so we left a GhostTube SLS camera rolling in this space too.
Okay, so we are recording a GhostTube Vox session in the basement X-ray room at the old hospital on College Hill. Is there anyone around us that wants to make their presence known?
It's deceased. 800.
Are you able to maybe tell us your name or tell us something about yourself?
Leap.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise we had to be here by a certain time. Can you tell us what we're doing in here today?
I've got a sore leg. Can you help me?
So what I'm going to do is do a part 2 to this, because I'm starting to get a bit tired now, everybody. But good to do the live stream and everything, but I'm going to do a part 2 to this because, yes, I'm starting to get very tired, so I figured we could do a part 2 to this live stream, which I'll do the next portion of it, which I've taken note of where it was at for the next time I do the part 2, which will be tomorrow, which will be the last so many minutes, or yeah. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.